You're watching this now on the platform where we speak with power. Today's broadcast is simply stating justice for Mobad. Justice for Mobad. On this platform, you all know that we always speak truth to power. It's a platform where we speak truth to power. And justice for Mobad is actually justice for all of us. The police, in this case, Police Commissioner Biodun Alabi, the Commissioner for Police for Lagos State, Abdulaziz Alabi, has a lot of questions to answer over the case of Mobad. For example, question number one: when Mobad on about the 25th of June, he made a petition. He wrote a petition to the police. Mobad wrote a petition to the police around about the 25th of June, just gone this year, making a complaint to the police that Samilari and Naira Mali were threatening his life, that the police should get involved, they should save his life. The police did nothing. When he wrote the petition, they did not reach out to him. It obviously was trying to run away from them. He did a video again, going live on Instagram, showing that his life was under threat, and the police did nothing. They did absolutely nothing, and all the police did was after he died. And also, our condolences to the family of Mohbad. This and that is difficult time. It's too late then. The police failed him. And just like they're failing Mohbad, they are failing all of us. That is the point that is being made here. Just like they failed Mohbad, they have failed all of us. And we are stating this categorically. We are stating this categorically. And what they've done is to have put Mohbad's life in danger. They did not take into account the seriousness of what he was telling them, and they failed. And again, they failed. They failed Mohbad. Mohbad now is now dead. His son will have no father. His mom will have no father and no husband. She's been made a widow, and his son has been made an orphan. Uh, most parents, no parents wants to outlive their children. So the parents of Mohbad now have now they're now they've now seen their son buried. And just a word about the burial. The police should have also stopped any burial of Mohbad. They failed him. They did not intervene and say, right, okay, there is a case that he made a threat. Somebody made a threat to my life. They should have intervened and said, no, 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 no. For the reason because he's made a threat that he made to his life, we have to establish the facts before he's buried. They did not do any of that. They failed him. The police failed him woefully. And we are calling for justice for Mohbad. We are calling for justice for Mohbad. And please do note, justice for Mohbad is not justice for Mohbad alone. The justice is for all of us. It's for each and every one of us. And we are saying, as you're watching this broadcast, please do share it. You're watching this now at the platform where we speak to the power. I'm on my daily runs again. As you know, I do go and use the scenic route along the canal using my mobility scooter, and that's why you see me going at quite a pace. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching this now at the platform where we speak to the power. Um, I pray what I'm hoping for is that we can get surroundings such as the one I'm in now in our place back home. I want money. I want this to be something that we can also enjoy in our own country, in so-called Nigeria, or if we break up Yoruba nation, Biafra nation, and so on and so forth. Right. So that is what I am really promoting. Now, in terms of how does it relate to the death of Mohbad? The police, as soon as he put the petition in, and 15 men came to his um, to his video shoots for his songs, and they threatened him, they beat them up, they chased people away, and he told the police about this. They did nothing. That was harassment. That was harassment. On that ground, the police should have arrested the people he mentioned. They should have called them in for questioning. Why didn't the police call in Saminari? Why did they do that? Could it be that the police were working with Saminari? Could it be that the police looked the other way because because in their eyes, because Samilari is related to Elegushi, the Oba Elegushi, that oh, the Oba and his relatives are above the law. That's the question you should be asking. So because somebody is from a royal family, they are above the law and they can look the other way and they can do as they please. That's the question you should be asking. So what is really going on here is injustice, and we are calling for justice for Mohbad. Please, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to urge you all. Please begin to learn the Constitution of Nigeria, because until we break up as a nation, that Constitution applies to all of us. And I need you to know this particular section of the Constitution. And that's why, because to know that we will stop deaths like Mohbad from happening, because we can all be able to hold those we elect also into account. Oops, 1 second. Give me 1 second. I pulled the wires the other way around, so it's a bit bent, but don't worry, I'm going to be back right this way in short, in due course. Please share this broadcast. Help us reach more people as you're watching. We do appreciate your support, each and every one of you that are watching, and those of you that will watch it. Please subscribe to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Help us grow this platform. It is of immense importance that the work we're doing to raise awareness about our constitution, that you support us in any way you can. Super chats, we welcome. So give me a second. I'm just going to try and share it. I beg your pardon. So, like I'm saying, the police failed Mobad. And if they fail Mobad, they are failing our entire society. They are failing us all. No, they are failing us all. And we need to make sure that we hold them to account. So we should all be demanding for justice for Mobad. The police, as soon as they made the harassment claim against Samilari and Naira Marley, the police should have investigated and warned, gave a statement that his life must not be taken, that they are monitoring the situation, and call Samilari. Because Samilari is related to Oba Elegushi of in Lagos. Thank you very much. They, the police ignored, the police ignored the threat to the life of a citizen of Mobad. And the police, by doing so, showed little disregard for the life of Mobad in not taking serious the threats made against his life. They ignored his petition. And it's only after he died that they now wrote a letter saying, "Oh, we condole with the family of Mobad," which is too late. It is too late in the day. What should have happened was that police, the police should have actually, they should have actually, as soon as he made that petition, being a public figure as well, growing with the growing fame, they should have made sure that they provided him with safety and security. The primary role of a government is to provide safety and security for its citizens, particularly in the case when he put the petition in place. They should have made sure that they got in touch with him themselves, that they called in the people he mentioned and questioned them, so that the people will know that they are under investigation and they are being monitored. But they totally failed in that duty. That is why we are calling for justice for Mobad. Join us in the struggle. Let us be part of this struggle. Now, one thing I wanted to say as I was talking earlier on, I talked about the Constitution of Nigeria. I want you to know that Constitution. I want you to become familiar with it. And that Constitution is what? It is. Um, it is Section 42A. And it goes like this. And I'd like you to use it. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I want you to get familiar with the Constitution of Nigeria. You need to know it in our local languages, preferably in Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Middle Belt languages, and so on and so forth. But we will do it in English here because the platform. Thank you very much. Because the platform is in English. It's a platform that we speak English on. But what we want is we are calling on the federal government to translate urgently, as soon as possible, ASAP, the Constitution of Nigeria, the 1999 Constitution, into Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, Middle Belt languages, and so on and so forth. In fact, all 350 languages in the country must have this constitution in our local language. Because for our people not to know those rights, that is what is harming us. And that is what they could have, Mobad could have told the police, you are working for me. I need you to help save my life. And then quote this section of the Constitution. And I'm going to read it to you. Section 42A states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this Constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That is something that we must share. I need you to know the powers that you possess as citizens and how to use it. So again, I'm going to quote to you Section 42, and it's Section 42A. Sorry, it states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this Constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That is something that we must all become familiar with, and we need to share. We have to share it across all our communities. It is of immense importance that we do so. It is of immense importance that we share this information. So again, I'm going to read it to you. Section 42A. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, that is powers and authority. That is something that we must impress upon you all, and I impress upon you all to study and learn, share it in all our communities. And to help, for example, I'll tell you the same information in Yoruba. Ìjọba ti kéde pé ìjọba ìjọba jẹ́ ti àwọn ènìyàn Nàìjíríà láti ọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tíjọba nípasẹ̀ òfin orílẹ̀-èdè ní gbogbo agbára àti àṣẹ rẹ̀. This is something that all of us must learn in our local languages to be able to use to hold those who are elected to office to account, or those who are appointed by those who are elected to account, like the policemen. We can use this power to hold them to account and say, no, we are sovereigns, and you must do what we, the sovereigns, tell you. You must protect our lives. The police see themselves as above the people when they are supposed to be working for it. Let me say that again. The police see themselves as though they are above the people when they are in actual fact meant to be working for people. And we need to change that mindset. That is why we are doing what we're doing, to raise the level of awareness in our communities. I urge you all, as you're watching this and those who are watching this program is about justice for Mobad, and in fact, justice for all of us. And how to begin to hold those who elected to office accountable, to become aware, to know our constitutional rights, that we are sovereign. These are things that we must talk about and really express and share this knowledge urgently, far and wide. Now, again, I'm going to read it to you. Section 42 states, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. Let me read that to you again. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom this government, through this constitution, derives its powers and authority. That is something we need to know, each and every one of us. From the age of 4, we need to know this information. For 24 years, they've hidden this from us. We are making it available to you so that you can begin to use it to hold your government to account. Now, how do you use the powers of sovereignty? By participating in your government. Section 14 to states the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. In Yoruba, it says, ìkópa àwọn ènìyàn nínú ìjọba wọn gbọ́dọ̀ rí dájú ní ìbámu pẹ̀lú àwọn òfin orílẹ̀-èdè. So the reason I'm telling you this is because you need to know the power that you possess as citizens and how to use it, and begin to hold those who elect into office or those appointed by those we elect into office to account. Because we must make sure that we begin to participate actively on a daily basis in our governance. We, let us make sure that the death of Mubad is never in vain, that is not in vain. And by taking action collectively, we can begin to hold our governors to account. The police commissioner must carry out investigations on the people who ignored the pleas of Mubad, that there are some Naira Marley and Naira Marley and Naira Marley and Sam Larry are after the police commissioner, the commissioner for police of Lagos State, Alabi, must carry out an immediate investigation on must carry out an immediate investigation to ensure that those who took Mohbad's life, they are not part of the ongoing investigation, because they may actually be impeding any attempt to cover the truth. And that is what we are really emphasizing. Because if we do not change and hold them to account, if we do not hold them to account, then the death of Mohbad would have been in vain. And his death must never ever be in vain. So I'm calling on all of us to begin to learn the constitution of Nigeria. For as long as we are in Nigeria, as Nigeria is in existence, we must know those rights and know how to use the powers that are quoted. Again, once again, I'm reading to you. Section 42A. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all these powers and authorities. The participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of the constitution. Please share this content. You are, of course, watching to the Zenewa platform where we speak. We, at this point, take condole with the family of Mohbad, and may his soul rest in peace. What they did, the police failed. They failed Mohbad, and they must. We are calling that the police pay compensation to the family of Mohbad. The police must be made to pay compensation to the family of Mohbad. The police must be made to pay compensation for the family of Mohbad, because they failed to protect him when he sent in a petition. Now they are now trying to blame him and say he did not show up. He put in a petition. Your job is to investigate any attempt on the life of somebody else, because no person has the right to take the life of a person, of anybody, save in execution of conviction in the court of law of a crime. Section 33, every person has a right to life. As soon as Mohbad made a petition that there was a threat to his life, the police of Lagos State should have swung into action and protected him, investigated the matter, spoken to Samedari and Naira Marley and the Elegushi, but they didn't. They ignored it. They swept it under the carpet. Now they want to come and say, "Oh, the family is with us. We are listening to everything." All of this must be uncovered. And why was it a hurry to bury Mohbad? The police should have taken into account the fact that Mohbad wrote a petition. That should have been the grounds alone to have prevented the urgent, the hurried burial of Mohbad. But they didn't do any of that. They failed. And if they failed Mohbad, how many more people have they failed who are not even famous, who don't have any connections, who are not? How many people have they failed? This is why I'm telling you, please begin to learn the powers that you have as citizens. You are sovereigns. Collectively, we are sovereigns. And as sovereigns, We have the power to hold those we elected to office or those appointed by those we elected to office to account. Section 14 states sovereignty belongs to the government of Nigeria from whom the government, through its constitution, derives all its powers and authority. That's what section 42C, 42 states. 42 states the participation by the people in the government shall be ensured in accordance with the provisions of this constitution. Please do share this broadcast. Help us reach more people. We are calling for justice for Mohbad. It is not about just having a candle delay, daily candle light, a candle light for him and remembering him. It is taking collective action to demand that the police, we demand that the police pay compensation to the family of Mohbad, a hefty compensation because he called out to the police to help him and they did not hear his cries, they ignored him. And it's only after he died it's only after he died that the police are now saying, "Oh, you know what? Condolences to the family." Where was the police when Novak filed a petition? Where were they? Take seriously. Right? They did not take into account, take the threat to his life serious. They ignored it. They put themselves above everything. They ignored it. And now he's dead. They're now trying to cover it up. Like I said, all of the and if it's not happening now, we do apologize. Whoever is taking child police right now must be held accountable for the loss of life, for the death of Mohbad. Because he said the petition, any threat to life should have been investigated. They shouldn't have to wait for him to come back. In fact, they should have ascertained, is he alive? Is he safe? That's what they should have done. But they didn't do it. Hello. Can I get past? Oh, hello. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Can I get past you? No? Okay. There's a dog walking around. I'm very comfortable. Hello. All right, got it. Thank you. No problem. Hello. All right, sorry. All right, cheers. So, we once again call for justice for the man. And again, call for the police to investigate those. Thank you very much. Call for the police to investigate those that Mohbad mentioned before he was killed. Samilari, Naira Marley. We're not making any accusations here. We are saying that that is what Mohbad said before he died. He mentioned those names. He said should videos of threats to his life when he was doing this video shoot. They prevented him from actually carrying out his business. They interfered. That's harassment. On the grounds of harassment alone. For Saminari to get 15 people to go in and interfere. Oh, sorry. Hello. All right. To interfere in his life. It's very, very wrong. Hello. Hello? That is very, very wrong. And that's unacceptable. And how can we play our role? What role do we, the citizens of the country, have in this matter? It's now obvious to us that the threats to life of any of the people is serious only until after we are dead. We need them to be proactive. Money. We need the police to be proactive and to begin to take threats to life seriously and not ignore it. Because they ignored that threat to his life. Oh, it's just among us. They're having a fight. And now he's dead. And now they're not trying to say condolences letter. They should have been far more. He said to the police, they're trying to kill me. They are trying to kill me. I'm not part of I've left the label trying to kill me. You must protect my life. The police failed Mohbad. So we're telling you all now, this is one more reason why we're saying we must know the constitution and the power that we, the citizens, collectively possess. Please learn these sections of the constitution offhand. 1428, the participation, 1428, sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria from whom the government, through this constitution, derives money. Let me read again to you. 1428. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through its constitution, derives all its powers and authority. It is of immense importance that is something that we all reiterate strongly because they failed Mobad, they failed Mobad, and they must be held accountable. And it tells you when the police fails in this to provide city and security, the governance has failed the people, the citizens that